The Minnesota Vikings have just secured their future with JJ McCarthy after he'd spoken today to the media, breaking down what to expect for this season. And Vikings fans are going to be ecstatic about what he had to say. We're going to be breaking it down, going over the whole mini camp that we've had so far, what we've seen from JJ McCarthy, and his quotes, going over what Vikings fans should expect from him this season. Very quickly, before we get into this video, be sure to hit the sub button if you haven't already. We notice that just over 90% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you're looking for a spot for all of your Minnesota Vikings news, you're in the right spot. Hit the sub button, join me here on the channel. We're covering everything Minnesota Vikings. But without any further ado, let's get into this because, ladies and gentlemen, JJ McCarthy is ready to go. Starting off with our first screenshot here from Kevin Seifert. JJ McCarthy with the money quote when he asked if he thinks he's ready to start. JJ McCarthy says, "I know I'm ready to start." Now, this was just a matter of time until we were waiting for it. We had the injury history from JJ McCarthy. We know what ended up last season, what ended up happening, keeping him out for the entire year, waiting all off season, and then with the uncertainty here so far about if he'll be ready for next season, JJ McCarthy seems to shut down all rumors, all conspiracies, and he is ready to go. And we do have actually a very interesting snippet here of JJ McCarthy in a very interesting outlook, transforming into what he truly is, an absolute dog. But JJ McCarthy is one that I'm so excited to see this year. We've been talking about it. We're going to be going over some more quotes that he has here, but the fact that JJ McCarthy saying that he is ready to go, I know I'm ready to start. This is exactly what Vikings fans wanted to hear. Let's hop into another quote here from JJ McCarthy going over this whole idea of is he ready. He says, "I feel 110% because I feel better than when I got hurt 8 months ago." And this is another one that we're absolutely ecstatic about. Finally seeing him healthy, ready to go, actually getting the evidence now that he's ready to go. We've been hearing all about it. We've been hearing Kwesi. We've been hearing Kevin O'Connell come out and saying, yep, he's looking ready. He's going to be ready to go. But seeing this from JJ McCarthy and actually seeing him today at the Vikings facilities, throwing the ball, slinging the ball, moving his feet, he looks so much better than when we even drafted him. I do think that having that extra, season to sit behind, although it wasn't the way we wanted it, he should have been the starter last year. Sam Darnold got us in a good spot, but couldn't take us all the way. JJ McCarthy had a great chance to sit behind not just Sam Darnold, but sit behind this entire team, sit behind this coaching staff. Learn from this team. Learn the NFL game. We know it's different from college, and especially the way that Michigan had, where they had a very run-heavy offense. Giving them this time, sit behind Sam Darnold, learning how to not just, throw the ball at the NFL level, but really breaking down the right moves, taking the second, taking your time, making these moves, getting to learn and know the teammates that you're going to be with for seasons to come. And now adding to this run game, adding to this offensive line, it only gives JJ McCarthy a bigger bonus from here heading into the whole set of this upcoming season. Now, we do have more quotes from JJ McCarthy here, of course. When we're looking at what Ben Gosling had to say, McCarthy said he's up to 215 pounds after dipping down to 180 when he wasn't able to work out during his knee rehab. He regained weight within 2.5 weeks after I started working out again, is what he had to say on the topic. Now, when JJ McCarthy got injured, we definitely saw that lack of, production, and I shouldn't say production, the lack of really any mobility due to the whole injury that was suffered. He couldn't really do anything. So now that we're seeing him back at his comfortable weight, back at an absolute unit of a quarterback who's ready to move his feet, who's ready to sling the ball, a guy who is ready to step into this lineup and take this team places. He's back, he's ready, and this just shows the determination that this kid has when he's lining up to become the future of this Minnesota Vikings team. And JJ McCarthy is certainly someone that we're looking at as the future. We're looking at him as the assets that are going to be built around him. We built so far this team around him with the offense, with the defense, the contracts that we've given out. We've banked on those coming from a rookie quarterback contract. And JJ McCarthy is acknowledging that. He's taking on the role, and he's been mentioning how, he needs to be ready, and now finally saying he is ready is something that Vikings fans could not be waiting on any longer. Now, JJ McCarthy as well pulled this one up here from Will Raggets on the pressure of his opportunity, because there certainly is going to be quite a bit of that, not just from Vikings fans, but around the NFL. That presence is going to be there, knowing where you were taken in the draft, knowing the injury that happened. The spotlight is going to be on you when you get into this starting role. He says, personally, I think the more pressure for me, for better for me, because that's something I thrive off of. I feel pressure. All it does is bring out what's inside of you, and I feel pretty good about what's inside of me. This kid is exuding confidence like something crazy, and this is exactly what I wanted to see JJ McCarthy, come out like. I wanted to see him really show that confidence, not feel like he's in the shadows, not feel like he shouldn't be ready for this or that he needs to earn a spot. He's earned it. He's going to be still earning it, and he's acknowledged that, I still have to fight for my spot. It's not going to be giving to me, but he has that confidence, not cockiness, of showing that he is ready to get in this lineup and ready to prove that the Vikings are going to be the team for him and that they took him in the right spot in the draft. So let me know what you think about stuff here from, first of all, JJ McCarthy, his whole system, and I will put a few links in the description from tweets going over his little highlights and stuff. I can't put him in this video just because of the copyright issues and whatnot for wherever they may be from, but looking at him, his movement here, and I do recommend going to look on X at his whole, workout today. He looked very, very good. He looked confident, and he looked like he was ready to go and start rolling here with this team as soon as possible. But we do have one more final little thing here at the end of this video here, going over Asante Samuel. This comes from the Vikings fan page on X. Asante Samuel Jr.'s camp has tried to push their client to Minnesota, but the Vikings have not reciprocated the same level of interest. An agent that represented a relatively high-profile available cornerback told Darren Wolfson. Wolfson says he believes that Minnesota will add a veteran cornerback at some point down the line, highlighting Shaq Griffin, Stephon Gilmore, and also bringing up Samuel as well. Just doesn't think anything is imminent. Now, very interesting that we're looking at Asante Samuel, someone that me and Griffin have been very adamant about the Vikings going out and signing. It does definitely seem like one move that would make a lot of sense. We know the draft was not ideal for the secondary for the Vikings. The draft was good overall, but when we're looking at the secondary, the Vikings didn't really add to that. They didn't boost up their, stock. Malachi Starks, Nick Manwari, both of those guys available that were not taken by the Vikings, and now getting a corner in Asante Samuel. Someone on the younger side, someone on the more talented side than Shaq Griffin and Stephon Gilmore to this point, being kind of thrown to the Vikings and the Vikings waving him off right now. That's something that, I don't really get at this point. But I do like the idea of bringing one of these guys in, and it, makes me feel quite a bit good that we're looking here at this whole system of the Vikings going to be getting a corner, just waiting, not rushing anything too much, but getting an option of Stephon Gilmore, Shaq Griffin, and Asante Samuel aren't the worst choices possible. Now, we've mentioned in previous videos as well, but the Vikings defense is going to be getting a lot more, responsibilities in the secondary this season with the loss of Cam Bynum, a few other depth pieces in losing, but Theo Jackson, Harrison Smith coming back into this lineup are looking very, very good on the safety side of things. Definitely would have been nice to have Malachi Starks back up. Harrison Smith kind of learned from him in his final season, but the corners are also going to be taking a very, very heavy workload, and we're going to have to see some Byron Murphy Jr. action quite a bit this season, more than even last season, and hopefully we do get another corner, whether it is any of those three, whether it's someone else, but Asante Samuel is really a guy that I think would work out well for this Vikings team at his age and at his playing style with what we have ready to go. So, excuse me. Let me know what you think about all this news here in the comments below. Let me know as well what you think about JJ McCarthy. You excited to see him? You better be, because he sounds like he is ready. And let's just pull it up one more time here. The absolute dog himself, JJ McCarthy. He is ready to go. And these quotes today tell the Vikings fans that they are coming, ready for this Super Bowl opportunity here once again in this season and ready to go. So let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments below. That's all I got in this video. If you did enjoy, give it a like, hit the sub button as well. I'm signing out. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.